Hello, you are listening to the Between Sets Christmas fucking special. How are you doing, Mike?
I am good. How are you?
I am good. I didn't even introduce myself. But I guess if you're listening to this, you know who the fuck I am. It's Christmas special. There'll be swear words. There'll be Baileys. There'll
Celebrity
be Mike
status is getting
wearing. Mike's got a Christmas jumper on. Was it? What does it say at the top?
Brodolph.
Oh, such a lad.
The red-nosed Gaines deer.
Deer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is going to... Oh, fucking hell, cat. Right, well, this has gone well.
Mike introduced himself before the podcast started going, my name's Mike and I've got a new webcam. And his webcam has just failed on him.
No, well, it's susceptible to cat, it turns out.
Oh, okay. And Brodolph. Christmas special, a little bit later than we wanted to, but it's not yet Christmas, so at least
Therefore, it still
something.
Qualifies, so we're all good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is going to be premiered fully at my works. Well, my works Christmas do. I suppose it is. It's my works Christmas do. I suppose.
Your works
so
Christmas
anyone,
do.
you're getting the first look.
Oh, nice. Oh, so do you not want this episode to go out before your Christmas do?
No, it's fine. I don't care.
I don't want to ruin the surprise for your Brodolph fans.
They won't watch this. If you watch this, come up to me and say, I watched the podcast on Saturday, I'll buy you a drink.
That's
fair.
Such a cheap thing. If you watch this, you also have to buy me a drink. It's just called podcast tax. That's the thing.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, we're talking about Christmas, right? But it's been a few weeks, hasn't it? Actually, it's been a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Have you treated yourself to come on, it's Christmas? Have you got an alcoholic beverage on the go, despite it being 3:00 on a Sunday? Oh my god, yes! Oh, and that's not very Christmassy. Pint of Baileys.
A pint? Fucking hell!
I'm pretty sure I did this last Christmas. I'm pretty confident.
I mean, I've no doubt you're going to get through it. I mean, your poor household.
Funny story, right? So my mate's moving to Australia. One of my best mates I've known for most of my life. They're moving to Australia, so we went up there and we had a little sort of leave and do sort of thing. And I knew it was going to get messy because it's the last time I see the bloke. So I booked a hotel within walking distance of where we were drinking, and I was like, what do I even want to drink tonight? And I just felt so festive. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get 2 1-litre bottles of Baileys and just see how the night goes. Jesus. I got through both bottles and probably another bottle of spirit shot stuff. It was
poor insides the next day.
Worst hangover. Yeah. I've never felt anything like it. Everyone's like, yeah, but come on, you're turning 33 soon, you're getting old. I'm like, fuck you, I can still drink.
33. Fuck off. Get in the bin. No.
My birthday's Wednesday. Mental, isn't it?
Jesus.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
it was a long drive, by the way. Huh? I stayed the night, but I didn't get back to the room till about 3:30 in the morning.
Like I sat in the hotel.
Almost, yeah.
You may as well just stay awake. Yeah.
What should have been a 2-hour journey turned out to be a 6-hour journey because I stopped off at every service station to have a nap. I've never felt more homeless in my life. Just sleeping at random service stations.
The thing is, for you can't even go down there with caffeine, really, can you? So that's just par for the course for you to be functional.
Well, kind of. I still drink coffee and energy drinks because it's almost like a brain washing me. It's this the smell of Red Bull is right, I need to be awake. Yeah. I should be awake. And then I just tell myself I'm awake. Anyway, so that was an experience. That's quite festive. It's Baileys involved. I
mean, a good Baileys-based drink, if you're after something festive, I don't know if it is a Christmassy drink, but it tastes Christmassy, is Baby Guinness. You know these? You used to work in a pub. You must know Baby Guinness.
I told you about this last Christmas, right? This is my ultimate pint. I didn't have Tia Maria, so I didn't really do it. But I normally have 2/3 Baileys, right?
Yeah.
About a quarter Maria. So it's basically a pint of Baby Guinness, right? But then 2 shots of espresso with it and mix it. Oh, mate, it is so good.
Good God.
It is amazing.
That sounds a lot.
Look, I'm a Brodolph, okay?
This is going to see some
I've
use.
got a whole list of stuff. So my brain, I think you're probably in the same boat, right? We're both, our brains are mush at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm fully reliant on AI, just sparking ideas. I literally just said to ChatGPT, look, give me some ideas for between sets. It's a Christmas theme. Throw them at me. I've got a list.
I mean, you know some of what I've been doing since the last podcast anyway, based on
Online
some conversations.
Coaching.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Online coaching started ramping up, so that's starting to pick up, which is nice. Just now figuring out, looking at advertisements and how I need to change them and all that kind of stuff, which is fun. So this weekend gone.
One of our first podcast guests, I think it's maybe second or third, you're now coaching them, right? Georgia?
Yes, yeah. Yep. So Georgie is on the books now, so it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting.
We need to get another podcast session in for next year, seeing how you're treating her.
Yeah, she can come online and give me a honest, but not too honest review. Do you know, right, maybe this is a thing, maybe this is just my clients, but they're all painfully honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're honest, but a little bit too much. It's like, you're a prick. I hate you. I want to do this, but I want you to know I don't like doing this exercise, and I resent you for it, basically. You know? It's one of them.
I don't know. My clients love me. I took them all out last Thursday.
Yeah, thanks, Fuzz. Looking for some reassurance, but no, it's just you, Mike. You're a prick.
Well, to be fair, though, like all my clients are women, in their middle-aged women. And yeah, no, it's nice. It's a nice little sort of group we got. It was actually a really good evening, to be fair. I was only expecting it to be about an hour, and we were there for about 4 hours, I think.
Nice. Where did you go?
It was, only like the Maypole Inn, and I've been there before in Borden.
Oh, yeah. No, vaguely. I don't think I've ever been in there.
Yeah. Only because it's more local to them, so they could have a drink. But it was good. Yeah. I bought them all like custom-made like merch. Like they got them all like a tote bag ridiculous. Each. I know.
Yeah.
Tote bag each, a ball with Fuzz on it. I got them all like t-shirts or vests, whatever they preferred, and like like energy drinks and chocolate and stuff like that.
Yep.
Little goodie bag, fuzzy goodie bag. It was quite good. I like it.
Yep.
I felt like Fuzzy Claus.
Here's some branded merch to go on your family Christmas tree.
Yep.
Brainwash them when they're young.
Yeah. How have you been anyway? How's things been?
Good. I'm quite tired today. So finished work on Friday and went up to York to go to the Christmas market. It went really well because the whole thing was cancelled because of the weather.
Shit, you got all the way there?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
All the way there.
It's a traditional thing, isn't it? You did that last year, didn't you?
No, last year was Bath. That one wasn't actually a very good Christmas market at all. I'll go out on a limb and say that because it wasn't very good. This one, I think, would have had potential to be good had it not been for some wind. And they closed all the stalls down, basically. But, I mean, we went and did stuff up there anyway. Like, went to York Dungeons and all that kind of stuff. So I went up there Friday night. We were there all of yesterday, and then I drove back last night. So, yeah, tired.
Jeez. Like, it was due to be windy, and they've been saying this for a few days, so it probably
It wasn't that bad, though. It really, honestly, we were walking around, and it's like, it's just a rainy day in England, basically. It was fine. Made some chocolate. You ever made
this
chocolate
country's
before?
like health and safety obsessed, though, isn't it? You made some chocolate, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't make the chocolate. You shaped the chocolate, I guess.
I melted some chocolate, and I added some stuff to it. So I've got a chocolate orange bar.
I'm going to go on a chocolate making course. I'm like, mate, you're just melting it.
We learned how you make chocolate, like as in from bean to thing, but I don't think they had the time for us to do all that kind of business. So I've got a bar like that by that sitting in the fridge, chocolate orange, with some fruit and Smarties in it.
Oh, yeah. That's a 34-year-old man for you, mate.
Hey. 33, thank you.
Oh, sorry, 33, apologies.
But
yes, it was funny. I honestly thought I was turning 34 next week. Like, for weeks, I've been telling people, I'm turning 34 soon. And then my wife was like, you do realise you're turning 33 and you're 32 currently? I'm like, at what point? And now I know, like, in your 30s, you just lose track. You're like, fuck it.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Because birthdays aren't something you look forward to anymore. It's more of like, it's just that reminder of time of concept exists and you're getting old and deal with it. And I don't want to deal with it. So I'm spending all day getting drunk and playing shuffleboard.
What kind of shuffleboard? Like on a table shuffleboard or like
what other ways
proper
are there?
Shuffleboard outside with the sticks?
So normally like normally on my birthday we'll go to London and do like shuffleboard and darts and stuff. But
on like the glossy table sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
the Light Cinema now, you can play darts, pool, shuffleboard, and bowling. So basically, we've just planned like from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Only a gap for lunch, just constant.
Jesus,
yeah, man,
that's a lot.
And then like pints of Baileys on the tap. Oh man, I'm gonna have a good day.
And this is on Wednesday, so by Thursday you're going to be a wreck for the rest of the week.
Yeah, what's funny as well is like, I've got another podcast episode on Thursday, so I'll see how that goes.
Oh, no.
Fun times.
And that's the more serious one. This is the one where we just piss about.
Yeah, but a Christmas special, does it have to be serious? I don't know. We'll see.
We're never serious anyway.
No. What's funny though, like in my whole life, it's just like bipolar. What are you doing?
Rudolph.
Mate, are you okay?
Nah. I'm tired.
You're losing your mind. I was just saying, like, my whole life, including my microphone, is bipolar, right? So if I'm doing a Fuzzy Logic podcast, I just do this. And do
Wow, okay.
Do you know what I mean? My whole, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm so bipolar right now. Right, let's start off with my... Have you got a list as well, or am I the only one that's organised? Yes,
no,
that's fine. Mate,
I have stuff.
GPT.
I have stuff I can talk about. Yeah, if I get, I'll talk about it. Yeah, but yeah, you carry on. You go first.
Well, I've got the top of my list. It goes from like boring to exciting, to be fair, because then like we can ramp up to the best bits, and then you know people will listen, right? The whole episode, hopefully. Just because I've
so if you're listening now and you're thinking, "Fuck me, this is boring," I'm about to turn off. Stick with it.
Yeah. Basically, it's only going to get uphill from here. Christmas parties. Right, you got one on Saturday.
Yep.
Is this like, I think it was one of the first ones you're doing, is it, for IVN Fitness?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, parties are very loose term. We're all going to the pub.
Yeah, and having a drink. But yeah. Christmas party is the sort of go-to term for it, isn't it? Did you used to do that sort of thing for like work? Like when your old jobs? Because you were very antisocial, weren't you, back in the day?
Not much has changed. It's... Yeah, some companies yes, some companies no. One did, but they were the type that would, they'd pay for your taxis to and from the place where you're having food and go to the pub after, and then they'd pay for your hotel room as well if you wanted it, or your taxi home. I don't know why they justified that level of spending when they couldn't justify actually looking after their staff year round. But beside the point. And then other places was basically like, no, you're in up till Christmas Eve, and then that's it. You're back in between Christmas Day and Boxing Day. They didn't really see Christmas as a thing other than it's a bank holiday, essentially. Wow.
Yep. Is that when you were working for the Germans?
Yes, funnily enough, yes, exactly that.
VW.
Efficiency is number one.
I was just wondering if you had any embarrassing stories to tell of any Christmas parties. I don't know if you would, because you're quite a sensible man.
As in me being embarrassing?
I guess not, because you can't.
I think the worst one was probably when I was in the police, and I had my sergeant spiking my drinks with extra shots of vodka.
Wow.
Oh yeah. That's a thing.
Okay.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like I just ended up way more drunk than I should have been, and falling asleep on the train on the way back, and then
something. Spiking. I honestly thought you were going to say we're hypno or something. So
nah, I mean, maybe I can't rule it out. All I know is
theoretically, all he's doing really is just making you more efficient. Like you're drinking anyway.
Yeah, basically,
at least you're going to get to that point quicker.
Yeah, I was quite concerned because we went out for 1 or 2 drinks before we went to a meal, and after 2 drinks, I was cool. Oh my god, what is going on here? And after the meal, I was wrecked. And I'd hardly had it. What I thought was hardly anything to drink. It's only 2 weeks later they told me, "Oh yeah, no, you're putting shots into your drinks." Yeah.
2 weeks later, when you were recovered.
Yeah, I just thought I was just turning into a massive lightweight, essentially. But no, I ended up getting back to the train station. They basically had to like pick me up and then put me into a taxi to get me home. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
Are you drinking on Saturday, or are you driving?
Depends how lovely someone is feeling and wants to pick me up and drop me off.
Is that me? Is it?
No, it's all right. No, I'll get a lift there. But yeah, I'll probably be drinking. It's definitely walkable from that sort of distance, but there's not really a footpath along that road, is there?
Not really. And if you're drunk and I wouldn't trust drunk Mike to walk back from there.
That'd be all right. Figure it out.
Why didn't your missus just drop you off? Was she drinking with you?
I think she's coming along. Yeah. So
nice.
she might not drink and then just drop me off.
Fair dues. Yeah, I'll drop by for one or two, but I won't stay long. Anyway,
how was? What about you, Christmas party wise?
Oh yeah, sorry, of course. There's only one real story that kind of comes to mind, in a similar situation where at the Amazon Christmas parties were mental, because they would pay for all of your hotel rooms for the whole of Amazon, for the whole country almost. And we went to Silverstone once. This was ages ago, and it was messy, really messy. They must have spent a fortune. We were talking like there was like 4 or 5 magicians like going around on the tables doing their tricks. They were like, it's crazy. It was absolutely crazy night. And I just can't go a Christmas do without doing the worm. I don't know what it is. It's a weird, like I get possessed by this break dancer. And I want to get the only trick I've got, really.
My brain. You remember the Olympics? The Aussie break dancer?
Yeah.
In my brain, that's where I'm going with that.
No. Have you seen me do the worm? You must have done.
No, when would I have seen you do the worm?
I don't know. But yeah,
because my response would have been, if you can do the worm, you can do more press-ups. Carry on. You know?
This is it. So this time last year when I did that 3,000 press-up challenge, I ended it on the worm. Anyway, I broke my toe doing the worm. Theoretically, that was a short story, but yeah.
You're quite injury-prone, aren't you? And I'm beginning to see why. You know, when you're like, oh yeah, I remember injuring this thing. But you leave out the little bit beforehand where it's like, I was being a tit and did this.
Oh yeah. Oh no. There's no way. Yeah. The only legit injury was probably my Achilles heel, but even then I was like, I'm in my late 20s playing basketball. Probably shouldn't be doing that. It's like,
yeah. This is a similar conversation I have with people that like are in their mid-30s and just breaking themselves trying to play for like a Sunday League football team. But, you know, they put their heart and passion into this Sunday League football team. Like, dude, you are breaking yourself for the rest of your life. Stop playing football.
Just go to the gym like a normal person. Next on the list is... You need to get over this fucking... You almost... This is bestiality at some point.
This is what happens when someone tells me I have to get a Christmas jumper.
Did I do that?
Last year you said next time you must have a Christmas jumper.
Oh, you remember that, but you don't remember other shit that I say. Okay. Yeah, I guess you got a little notepad. To be honest with you, that does look weird as fuck. Have you seen... I've got a... this is really sad. I got a Fuzzy Logic Christmas jumper made. Have you seen it?
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. Do you have some branded merch?
Do you know what? It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, what's your weirdest ever gift that you've received? Whether it's like from Secret Santa or just like a normal gift?
No.
That was a long pause.
There's nothing that really springs... There's nothing that really springs to mind, honestly.
From a PT aspect, like, because you've always been into fitness, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do people tend to buy you for Christmas? Is there always a theme to it? Is it like a dumbbell-shaped water bottle and shit like that?
No, I try to tell people don't buy me stuff. I mean, somebody had an excess of fruit last week, so they brought me a load of bananas and a pineapple.
The fuck?
If that counts.
I don't know if it does in my world.
The fuck? It says, yeah, that's a weird one. But
if I unwrapped a present and it was turned out to be a banana, I'd be like, what do I do with this? Am I meant to eat it?
You like that for the shape, not the taste.
Weird present to unwrap.
I don't know.
Plus, it's already got wrapping anyway.
Huh?
The banana's already wrapped. So if you've already wrapped a banana, it's like... It's almost like pass the parcel, isn't it?
I mean, that's the thing in Japan as well, where they like plastic wrap bananas, and oranges as well, which is a bit weird.
It is unreal. Like, apples I get.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that one.
Because you're eating the skin, and I didn't realise people eat the
though,
skin of kiwis. What's that about? Do you know that?
Yeah, that's weird. Why is this a thing?
Thank you for telling me that, because I honestly thought I was weird.
Dude, it's fucking hairy.
Like, 100%.
That, like,
they obviously eat arsehole as well.
Stop it! Like, stop eating that. Like, it's telling you the good stuff's on the inside.
Grab a teaspoon, mate.
It's like people just munching into a pineapple whole or a coconut. What are you doing?
A coconut? You can't do that with a coconut, can you?
I don't know. I'm sure someone can. I want to see that, actually. I want to see someone eating a whole coconut.
If you go on YouTube, I'm confident there'll be something on there. So you can't think of one. See, I can't think of one either, to be fair.
No.
I just thought it would be a funny question, because I thought like people would, especially like your clients, might buy some weird, fucked up stuff.
Honestly, no. I've not had any weird ones. I'll send out a message later. You guys must try harder. Weird me out.
Yeah, weird you out.
I mean, there was, again, off topic of Christmas, but on the subject of eating weird stuff, there was a fella that used to be able to, I think he was French, used to be able to eat metal and glass and just like fully digest it as well. He ate like half a plane.
Died, by the sounds of it.
But, yeah, I think he did die of something weird, but yeah, he used to eat metal things. Like, he ate his way through a car at one point.
That's not mental. That's metal. But that is crazy.
I feel like he was been like in class at some point, sort of just like playing with a paperclip or something, and just went,
"Yeah,
hold on."
You can't even bite into a paperclip, can you? You have to swallow it whole almost. Crazy. I don't know whether you're off topic there. Yeah, I can't think of it. With your presents, right? You must have received a present where you're like, "Why did you buy me this?" Or like, it's the most random present ever, but you've got to go, "Oh, thanks."
I mean,
are you that sort of guy, or do you just go?
I would say I've had clothing which has been very much missized previously. Okay. You know, you guys. I went through a gym phase where I started very, very small, and then made progress, and then made very quick progress, and then just based on learning stuff basically. And then I remember I got given a T-shirt at one point. I look, when you hold something up, you kind of think, there's no way in hell I'm fitting into that. Like, there's just zero chance. But I tried for the hell of it. And so I went home with this Christmas and put it on. I showed Tash. And I was just kind of like, I can't move. And she actually had to help me get this T-shirt off because I couldn't move my arms. It was bad.
Mate, that's because you're blowed off. That's what happens. You can be doing that all night. That's why I'm only going to be a very quick drop off. You're going to be going around going, blow it off. I went there where you're having it. I went there last week. God, It was so hectic.
Really?
It was so busy. And like, I had to constantly remind the waitress that we're alive. Hello? Like, and I hate being rude, but I was just like, can you, like, the dessert came and all of our leftovers were still left like on the table. And I'm like, you've got no space to put anything.
Yeah. I mean, I've not booked a table or anything like that. I'm just sort of assuming we're just going to hover around the bar. Yeah.
Oh, shit, mate. Okay, good luck, have fun. Let me know if you're getting.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that people are mostly just going there for drinks, Yeah,
but if it's just say, right, on the whim, that there's like 8 other mics out there that has done exactly the same thing. They just
the world is a lucky place.
Yeah, good luck.
Well, I mean, it was crazy. That or our local pub, and then, that was just not going to be a thing,
That could be plan B, couldn't it? Why? What's wrong with the local pub?
It's tiny.
You can walk there.
But it is tiny.
Yeah,
if I've got a load of people turning up, it's just not going to work. I mean, failing that, we can walk like 20 minutes down the road into the long hop. That'll be all right.
Yeah. Hop over.
I say 20 minutes, more like 10. Be all right.
So through Sittingbourne way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Question for you.
Oh, God.
Yes or no? Mince pies.
Yes.
Okay, let's think about that. Like, it was like, because it's got protein in it, is it, or something?
Well, I only had 2 options. If you want the expanded answer,
I feel like mince pies are like the Marmite of Christmas. There's no long answer. It's yes or no. You either love it or you hate it.
The thing is, so I really like Christmas pudding, right? Now, if that was served year round...
Wait, can I stop you there? Do you say you really like?
Yeah, I will always have Christmas pudding on Christmas, without fail.
Okay. All right, so carry on.
But I feel like if Christmas pudding was served year round, I wouldn't like it. Like it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be a go-to thing. And it's the same thing with mince pies, right? Like I like mince pies; they're okay. But any other time of the year, I don't think anyone would go towards them.
Okay,
like, it's just because they're traditional. Do you know what I mean?
Follow-up question then.
Yes.
If you had to eat one all year round, Christmas pudding or mince pies?
Ooh. I would probably say mince pies because of convenience.
Okay. What about taste here? I feel you went like because of nutrition. I was thinking actually Christmas pudding, but
I'm not interested in nutrition. But like a mince pie is like you could have that as a little snacky snack on your go. You're not going to take a whole freaking Christmas pudding and brandy butter it and all that kind of stuff. Although if you had Christmas puddings in the little snap off pots like the chocolate ones with the sponge with the jam, with like a brandy sauce,
it could be a business idea for you. You could be the next Mariah Carey. Every Christmas you become a millionaire.
Have my snap off Christmas pud.
I love mince pies. I'm putting it out there. Big fan of mince pies, and I think I could eat.
Would you eat them year round though?
I think
Do you think honestly you'd eat them? Yeah,
100%. Like, what I hate though about mince pies is the cheap ones you get from a supermarket are always nicer than the ones that people go, "Oh, homemade mince pie." I'm like, I won't lie to you, mate. Mary, it tastes like shit. And do you know what I mean? Like,
fucking valid. Do you know what the one exception is to that? Right?
What's that?
It's the Indian snack foods, right? Like samosas or like onion bhajis, whatever it happens to be, right? You get them in. You go into the supermarket, you get them in your little plastic pack, and you can microwave them, or oven cook them, whatever. So my wife's got a student whose parents are Indian, and they sometimes give her Indian snacks like samosas and stuff. And I shit you not, these samosas, when they eventually make it back from school, if they haven't been snaffled on the way, they're the best fucking thing. They are so good. Like the comparison is unreal. So I'm just thinking, like, if that's what this food is meant to taste like, equally mince pies we're doing a disservice, or maybe our supermarkets are just more inclined to make them better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know what? One thing I have discovered recently is that like big manufacturers are just kind of wasting your money just so they can gain more money, if that makes sense, right? I know this is completely off topic, right? But like, but just saying that, right? So like mince pies, right? People buy mince pies, even though they don't like them. It's just because of the festivity of it, and we're just wasting our money. But Morrison's and like Sainsbury's will still keep advertising it and pushing it and go, you got to try it again this year because you hated it last year, but new year, new me, you never know. Slightly off topic, but same situation. I had to get my PlayStation controller fixed. You do get it as well, stick drift on your analog stick, where like you'll be randomly playing it and you just look left or look right or whatever, right?
No, I've not had that yet, no.
Okay, so basically, like, the lifespan on a PlayStation controller is quite minimal, really. Especially if you play like a few hours a day. It's not going to last more than a year. And they do that on purpose. So I had my PlayStation controller fixed, literally by a guy that lives behind me. And he replaces analog with something else called, like, wall effect or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. And he goes, it's even cheaper than analog. But Sony and Microsoft, they will not replace them because then all of their sales of their controllers will go down. It's mental, isn't it? It's the same sort of concept.
I mean, this idea goes back quite a long way, actually, and it goes back to the 1920s. So the whole Great Depression thing and stuff like this. Well, if you look at products from around that era, they just didn't break. Like like we are more than capable of making a kettle or a toaster that will work for the next 80 to 100 years, essentially, if you don't do something physical to break it yourself. But the problem is, it got to a point in the 20s where these products were coming out and they weren't needing to be replaced. So they then had to offer incentives for people to spend their money to get the new thing, but make it so they didn't last very long, so you get turnover. That's,
crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely mental. Like, but the thing is, with our day and age, there's always workarounds. Like, there's always going to be someone or a business that's like, right, our niche is the fact that we're selling this because it lasts forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this kind of like, I don't know, it just made it. It really does made it, and people still try and get away with it.
Toyota are one of those though. Like
What's that
Toyota.
noise? Is that a cat making
vehicles.
noise?
No, that's the door being opened.
Oh, okay. Got a creaky door.
Like
Your microphone
Toyota,
foam
for example,
needs ironing.
Look,
Sorry.
Sorry, say again.
Your microphone foam.
Yeah, it's where I store it. It kind of like the sponge bit has been
What, up your arse? What's going on? Why do you just leave it on there?
It's crimped. Well, the whole thing flips down. Like, I don't know if you see that. Like,
Yeah.
the whole thing stores down like this. But then, well,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, it just looks sore.
it sounds like a product fault to me.
Yeah.
It's not user error, Fuzz. That's what I'm saying.
So carry on. I forgot what you're talking about.
No, it's gone.
You got sidetracked by your fucking jumper again, didn't you? Brodolph. Is that you going to do it all day? Brodolph. Is that what you want to look like? It looks pretty horny as well.
What do you mean, want to?
Okay.
I'm just lacking
Just for the ones that are listening, there was an awkward silence, and that we meant that. That was definitely there. Ranking Christmas food. Ranking with an R. That's the next thing on my list. I know it's really sad, but I'll
say that again.
Ranking Christmas food is the next thing on my list. So
okay.
We won't go through the whole fucking dish, but what's the best thing on your Christmas dinner's dish? And what's the worst thing?
Okay, so it's tied first, right?
You're going to say potatoes, I know you are, but yeah, carry on.
Well, no, number one is pigs in blankets, right?
Oh, yeah.
But just because you're only having that one time of the year, right? That being said, the roast potatoes, you do them differently for Christmas. Like, when else are you using goose fat to cook your roast potatoes? Do you know what I mean? If the answer to that is any other time of the year, you're an unhealthy bastard. But that being said...
no, I agree. Yeah, I think,
okay, so I mean...
I've got to say...
I would go pigs in blankets, roast potatoes, turkey.
No.
The rest of that list can just kind of...
Just what's on the bottom of the list?
Brussels sprouts, which don't end up on my plate because they're an awful vegetable and they don't belong.
Do you know what, though? It depends how they're cooked. I won't lie. Sometimes they're actually not bad.
Okay, but compare it to a carrot.
Do you have parsnips?
Cook a carrot. Well? Not on a Christmas dinner,
no.
I'll tell you what is a really good way of, again, if you want to really bougie it up a bit, peas, and then when they're done, you just kind of parboiling them, add them into your frying pan with some little chunks of bacon, and then just stir them around till they're cooked all through with the bacon fat. Ooh.
Oh, wow. That sounds healthy.
Oh, yeah. I had pigs in blankets on Friday night, actually. We went to a restaurant in York, and it was its own little dish of pigs in blankets, and it was served in a white wine, whole grain mustard, and lemon sauce with some parsley, and it was perfect. So I'm going to try and figure out how to make that sauce for pigs in blankets.
Are you a... do you like cauliflower, or do you prefer cauliflower cheese?
I'd rather just have the cheese.
You're not a big fan of cauliflower, no? Just the cheese.
It's fine. I don't really understand the obsession with it, to be honest. Like it's not a great tasting vegetable by itself. It's not a carrot,
I don't know who came up with that. Like, who started putting cheese on cauliflower? It makes no sense to me. I've tried cheese with broccoli. Boring. It's nicer.
Well, yeah, I mean, cheese with anything's going to make it better.
Yeah, to be fair.
Like, that's what fondue is for, heritage carrots are really good. What's your ranking? I'd imagine it's similar to mine, to be honest.
I think, like if we skip the middlemen, like I kind of forgot about pigs in blankets. Like it's been at least a year since Christmas. it's been a year.
About them. Like, I feel like there's some part of the back of my brain which is constantly thinking about pigs in blankets year round and just kind of looking forward to them.
Because you're slightly homosexual.
The thing is, there is no real limitation on when you can wrap a sausage in bacon.
In the blanket.
They're just not.
It's just double pork, isn't it? Double pork. Oh, Mike's checking. Are you okay? Are you muting? You're muting yourself because you're talking to your wife?
Yep. Yep, all good.
Okay. I honestly thought you were talking to your cat then. I thought you were going crazy.
It's not outside.
I'm not editing this, all right? Tell your wife now, I am not editing any of this. So if she wants to be in it, just might as well sit next to you.
No, she's not. She's gone elsewhere now.
I cannot be asked to edit this one. I'm really sorry. Next question. This is like a Christmas interview. A quinterview.
Yep. A quinterview.
A quinterview. Do you know what? One thing that I really missed, to be fair, it's been like 20 years since I've done this. But do you remember Christmas, right? Just picture yourself now, right? You're 9, okay? Pre-puberty. You're 4 foot, probably 3 foot, knowing you, right? You're 3 foot.
About right, yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, right, what do I want to ask Santa for Christmas? And your go-to is obviously the Argos catalogue, right?
Yep, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Hours looking at that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've seen Bill Bailey back in the day, but he called it the laminated book of dreams. Because when you used to go to Argos, I think every page was laminated, wasn't it? I don't know why, but it was just laminated, and you'd have to get your little pen out and get a little piece of paper and put your little pin number in, whatever it was, and give it to. I know,
yeah, 100%. And I feel like if there was a way of being a supplier which could stock literally anything you can imagine, maybe do it for men's stuff. And I think like Menkind is kind of one of those shops, but like. It's really only for jokey gifts, isn't it? Let's be honest. But like, if you could have that as like a whole thing, imagine you've got your we'll call it an Argos catalogue for now, but like imagine that sitting on your coffee table or whatever else, and you or your partner can just go in there and just start circling stuff. There's never that conversation. Oh, what do you want for this year? It's like I didn't know what I wanted this year, but now I've seen it in this cool catalogue, and it's like
we were so lazy. We didn't even fucking circle it. We had Argos books. Fucking so thick because almost every corner was folded. That's what they did.
They just okay.
Fold the corner and go, I'm going to have this next time. Next time what?
Like next time that product's not going to be there. Yeah.
That was literally the 1990s wish list. Was bending a corner for the fucking Argos catalogue.
just folded every section of the toys. Yeah. But you wouldn't like circle something on that page. You'd just be like, "No, fuck
I was not allowed a pen, mate. You should have met me 20 years ago. I was still pissing the bed at the age of 12, buddy. Like I could barely talk.
Yeah,
I'm on the spectrum. Don't forget that. I'm still not allowed a pen.
All the way on it,
and I've still not fixed my fucking chair as well. You'll notice now. My chair is still going down. I need to sort my life out, mate.
What does Fuzz want for Christmas? A functional fucking chair. Bear in mind, this is the chair you've been saying for the past God knows how many months is fixable.
The thing is, I've got a nice chair in the garage. I just need to swap them over, I think. Right.
Yeah. A stool would do the same job. A wooden block set to the right height would do the same job.
I might as well just stand next time.
Yeah.
I'm a stander as well. I'm not sure if when you go to these Christmas parties, I refuse to sit down.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you can hear that.
What's that?
Can you not hear that?
What's your wife doing? No. You farting?
No, it's a cat just digging somewhere.
Okay. Right. What was it? Oh, why was I going to go with that? Oh, you distracted me. You know what I'm like if I get distracted. Anyway, what's your sort of scrap like productive and efficiency, right? What would you rather do at Christmas? Would you rather go through an Argos catalogue or go through Amazon?
I feel like catalogue because I feel like, right, so when I go on Amazon, it's very good at recommending things. Here's something you bought previously. Here's some more of that exact same thing, which is pointless because I've already bought that thing. I don't need other suggestions of that same thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We think you might
and therefore, I feel like you can get basically anything you want to on Amazon, but I don't go to Amazon unless I already have the idea in my brain to search for that thing.
Yeah.
It's not suggesting stuff. Here's things you might like. There is a section for it, but it's mostly just duplicates of the same stuff you've already bought.
It's just so efficient, isn't it, Amazon? And yet, why... I'm not sure if it's just I feel like men, over the last 50 years, have just spent longer and longer and longer on the toilet. I'm not sure if... there must be a fact. And yet, it's more efficient to use your phone to find stuff. But 20 years ago... give me a fucking Argos catalogue now, and I'll be on the toilet for 3 hours. I'll tell you that now. That's a fact. That is a fact. I will not get off the toilet until I literally cannot get off the toilet.
You're in the section of like Roombas, like, I didn't know I needed a Roomba. Turns out, yes, I do. That's come to my mind because actually, I want a Roomba. Is that sad?
Oh, we've got one. Well, not a proper Roomba. We've got the alternative one.
Oh yeah, I want one. I'm bored of hoovering. I want
It's
a little
perfect
guy
for when you have a kid or a cat.
I want a little guy to just go around my house and just clean for me, and then the cats get a nice time out of it because they can sit on it and chase it and do all that.
And you schedule it. I was just scheduled every Wednesday and Sunday morning. It's perfect.
Interesting.
We've had this literally. We bought that the week we had Ted because we were like, we're not going to have time to tidy.
Yeah,
and we haven't.
And how well does it work? Like, do you feel like you would do a better job hoovering?
We invested, as you know what I'm like. I invested in the best one then. So 3 years ago, it was like 600 quid. Wasn't cheap. And it mops as well, so it knows the difference between a hard floor and a soft floor.
Okay.
It'll mop it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Just doesn't mow your lawn for you.
I've got fake grass.
Yeah,
for that exact reason. Yeah, I can't get us dealing with grass.
Where are you this year anyway for Christmas? Are you with your family? Do you have to take it in turns?
Yes, so we are here first thing in the morning, and then we're going over to... I can't remember if we're going over to my parents, but the idea is we're going out for Christmas lunch, so we're going somewhere for that.
Oh, nice. On Christmas Day, we're going out?
Yeah, I've not done that before.
Mate, yes, that is... If you have
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Like, we were trying to talk, because we saved up for that. We were trying to talk my in-laws into that, and they were like, no, it's not tradition. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to deal with your cooking. And I'm not saying it's bad cooking. Okay. It's nice food. But it's like the 6-hour build-up of her shouting my father-in-law's name constantly, which I don't know why I can't just say his name, because it's the most common name ever. But literally, every 10 seconds, you're around their house on Christmas Day, it would be, Dave! Dave! It's just like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I just want to play with my son's toys. I want to be 5 again.
But this is the thing. So one of my favourite Christmases, and I've said this to a few people, is the Christmas during COVID where we couldn't go anywhere and it was just me and Tash and we just had to just be indoors. Like, went for a walk in the morning, opened all presents, got on cooking Christmas dinner. I did a lot of it in advance, so it wasn't like we have to do it on the day. And it was great. It was chill. It was easy to play games in the afternoon, and that's all. That's what I really want from Christmas Day. To be honest, is I just want to just chill out and eat some food, much the same 100%. As any other day.
COVID Christmas was my favourite Christmas.
Yeah, just replicate that. But the thing is, like, I wouldn't even mind if it was in my house, I don't have to go anywhere. But before, when we used to do, like, we go to see my parents, then we go to see Tash's parents, and we would go, you just don't feel, I want to veg, I want to pick a spot, I want to go to see, and I just want to be a vegetable for a day. Still. Fucking hell, cat.
What is going on? It's like you're in a zoo.
You've seen Fawlty Towers, right? You know how he's like having like a constant breakdown. This is my life with these cats.
Oh, okay.
So just some context, I have a chair.
Try having a fucking child, Mike.
Okay, I'll get to that. Right, we'll get to that, and we'll see who's more stressed in a second. Right, number one. So the cat is just next to me. She was sat on the arm of the chair. Fine, nice, not moving. She decided to just springboard off it and nearly tipped the fucking chair over. That's number one. Number two, and this happened a few weeks ago, maybe a week before last. We're sat down in the living room, got some candles lit. Cat jumps onto the table, sort of sniffs the candle, goes, "Oh, that's hot," walks away from it. Forgets it's there, drops her tail into the fucking candle. And when I say her tail was on fire, she was ablaze. She was fucking on, right? I'm like, shit.
What a hairspray.
Well, Tash jumped up, basically grabbed the tail and went, and put the fire out, like, instantly. And I'm just there, like, having a fucking heart attack for the next, like, 5 to 10 minutes.
Is she missing hair now?
No, luckily not. It's like, it kind of singed it, basically. It wasn't enough to kind of, like, but it was on fire. It wasn't just like, here's a tail in a candle. No, she was away from the candle at that point, and she was on, right? And I'm like, for fuck's sake. Like, I felt like I lost about 3 years of my life dealing with that incident.
Isn't there a board game called...
What, the cat's on fire?
Isn't there a board game something about exploding kittens? I'm pretty sure that's a board game.
Mate, I have no idea. But I was just sat there on the sofa like, oh, fuck. Like, bear in mind, if she... Like, the whole house stunk of burnt hair for like a day or so. She didn't even notice. She was just quite happily sitting there like, I don't know what the fuss is about. You're being weird. But if she'd have freaked out and run into the house, like, you've got basically a fucking on cat just going and setting everything on fire. Like, oh my Jesus Christ!
You gotta blame the cat owner. I'm sorry. You don't put a candle near a cat.
But it wasn't. No, the cat went near the candle.
The thing is, the cats can get anywhere anyway, can't they? Even if it was on a shelf, that cat can jump on that shelf.
Oh, I mean, 100%. So the cat was just on the chair here, trying to climb the lamp, where I was trying to just go like this and just usher her back. At which point she springboarded off the chair and tipped over. Fuck me.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
This is why we turned to drink.
Yeah. Well, I think we're quite lucky in the fact that, like, honestly, and like I say, it's quite a lot, I think, is that my son's just perfect. Like, he's so cute, and he very rarely is, like, a naughty child. Like, even we literally got back just before this podcast. We just got back from the cinema. It was the first time he's ever been to the cinema. Right, we watched Moana 2, and the only times he ever talked. Bear in mind, we went to a normal screening, but obviously you can imagine it's Moana 2 at like 10 to 12. Like, there's a few kids in there, and they're like screaming and shit, which is just amazing when you've paid £45. Anyway, not one to moan.
Stings, doesn't it?
It does. But the only thing that any time Ted ever raised his voice was to ask if people were okay in the film. So, like, Moana, like, he would randomly go, Moana okay? Moana okay? And, like, you got Maui, so he's randomly like, but Maui okay? Because, like, he'll get hurt at the end. He's like, but Maui okay? Yeah. And, like, it almost looked like Moana died at the end, spoiler alert. And Ted was just like, Moana okay? I'm just like, oh no. I wish I would have seen it before so I can tell him that she's okay. But I'm like, it's a Disney film.
Like,
I'm sure
I don't want to lie to you, but I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I feel like cinemas have kind of missed a trick, right? So you've got your stereotypical rows of seats, right?
Yeah.
There is no reason you can't divvy up and put like blocks of 4 seats, right?
Yeah.
In soundproof booths, and then the music plays through it directly into the booth. Because then
that sounds expensive as fuck, but yeah, carry on.
Well, no, you rather than paying for 2 seats, you have to pay for 4, right? But then you hopefully have 4 people go at the same time, and you book that soundproof booth out, right?
Yeah.
But then you can have loads of those in the cinema. So you're watching the same screen, it's just in a soundproof.
You probably get that somewhere in London, I reckon. Surely. I need to top up my Bailey.
But exactly that. Like, I just don't like going to the cinema for that exact reason. I don't want to pay for a film and then have.
Well, if you're going to see an actual like grown-up movie, you don't normally have kids in there anyway.
Oh no! Like, it's not even kids sometimes. Like, I've had it before. I might have mentioned it. So, the first Deadpool film, when I went to see that in the cinema, and there was a lad in front of me. He must have been about 18 to 20, and I can't be too harsh because I may be a little bit special, but every single line in Deadpool, imagine a 5-second gap, him laughing whilst talking and repeating the same line.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire fucking film.
That sounds like me.
But I can't even
I'm sorry about that.
say or do anything about that because he's a bit derp.
Yeah.
I feel like it before
I get away with stuff.
In another film where some woman was on her phone, irritating at the best of times. Then she answered the fucking phone call in the cinema. At which point I grabbed the back of her seat and fucking shook it.
I think it was like
she was sitting next to
her hair.
She was sitting next to her 10-year-old son, who just looked horrified. Like, he looked more sorry than the mum, basically. Just what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, mate, people take the piss.
Painful.
That does wind me up. Right, I don't know. Now I've kind of. Yeah, I was in a rush, so one of the questions that I've put on this list is just like, you know, where you like kind of use short terms, and it's like missing vowels or missing like joining words. Anyway.
Okay. No, what would you do? What would you do? Read it exactly as that's written.
It literally just says rapper. It just says WRAPPER, and I was like, what does that mean? And it was actually the question is, what type of rapper are you? As in, like, do you spend time rapping it so it's nice and neat, and like, even though you know someone's just going to rip the shit out of it, do you put it in a gift bag? Do you just Just
Okay.
Do it in 3 seconds.
I would like to be that person that can wrap things nicely, but it's not a question of time or effort. It's more a question of ability.
Okay.
I'm fine if it's a perfectly proportioned box, right? And that's fine. I've learned how to do that, and there's a set of instructions for that, right? The second there's anything which is remotely weird shaped, everything just goes out the window. It's basically like into a ball, scrunch, tape, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, I was like that, right? And then I met my wife, and she judged me on my wrapping. She gave me basically a crash course on how to wrap presents. And literally for the last 10 years, I can't wrap a present without putting a ribbon around it and a bow on it and a fucking tag. Yeah, I know. She's brainwashed me. She's hypnotised me.
So the problem, wrapping paper, fine. Sellotape, fine. Ribbon, don't fucking come off. You have to sit there with a pair of scissors.
No. The way that we do it, you can just pull the tab and then the whole thing just opens up.
Okay,
yeah,
so efficiency. The way that other people do it is...
I know what you mean.
Fucking impossible to open. They're triple knotting this bastard. Anything you do to open it up, it's only going to make it tighter. Honestly, I reckon I could go climbing with some of the knots that you use for ribbon. You're not going anywhere, basically.
So my I ripped. I always rip into my mother-in-law. I got told off for it the other day, actually, which I probably shouldn't be doing on a podcast publicly, but fuck it.
We are. Carry on.
We are. So she, for the last few years, she buys these bags. I've never really seen them before. I don't know where she even gets them from. But foil bags that you put presents in, and then you can just tie the top. And then the whole idea of it is one, you haven't got to wrap it, and then whoever's receiving it can just open up the top. And open it up like a normal. It's nice.
That's normal for if you're getting someone a bottle of wine or alcohol or whatever.
No, she puts everything in it. Anything and everything.
Right.
She just uses that for all wrapping. But what she does, and it's happened every single time for birthdays and Christmases for the last 4 or 5 years, right? Is that she, just like you said, she'll triple knot it, and I'm like, well, how the fuck am I going to get into this now? What is the point of bag? Yeah. Old people. They want the wrapping back afterwards, and I'm like, I won't lie to you, mate. This isn't. I'm gonna have to destroy the whole
some
thing.
Scissors, please.
Yeah.
You Fort Knox my present.
It's just. Do you want me to get into this or not?
Yeah.
And every year she's like, I use these bags because they're just so much easier. I'm like, for you, they're easy.
I can't get into the bastard.
I just want to get into whatever's inside. It's the same thing for my 3-year-old son. It's just how do you expect, if I can't get into it, how do you expect this guy to get into it?
Yep.
Because he's got small nails, he can just
Are your dogs, do they get excited by wrapping paper in general?
My little one does.
Yeah.
I say little one. She's 13 this year, which is mental. Because we used to kind of give her presents for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that. But ever since Ted was born, we kind of forget that we have dogs sometimes, so they've been a bit neglected.
Yeah.
We kind of taught Millie, the older one, to how to open presents, using her teeth and stuff. So she loves it. But every time she sees a present now, she thinks it's for her. And I'm like, this is Davidoff Adventure, mate. You don't want this, buddy. So your parents for Christmas. We refused to go around my in-laws this year. I put my foot down a bit. I put my foot down. I was like, look, what we'll do, because we suggested going out for Christmas. We were like, right,
yep,
£100 a head. I haven't got an issue with that. I'd pay that money, to just have a good day because it's
no stress for it.
Yeah, 100%. Because we don't really give each other presents anymore. We've not done it for a few years. We're like, we might as well just invest it on the day. But they were like, no, it's not traditional. I'm like, fine. We'll do that on Christmas Eve. Save 70% as well, because obviously it's not Christmas Day. But then Christmas, we're just doing our own thing. And they're like, okay, we're not going to see you at all. And I was like, fucking guilt trip. Fuck, great. When do you want to see us? She's like, why don't we just come up for breakfast instead? I'm like, I don't want to eat with you.
Well, no,
I don't want there to be any stress. Why is it always food?
Why don't you come to us? Why is that out?
Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So they come around here and we're just making a bacon sandwich. I'm like, perfect. And then we can kick them out.
Yep. I think that's valid. And this, I hate that. Exactly what you said there. That whole, so we're not going to see you at all. No, hold on. we've given you your options as to what we'd like to do. You don't want to do that, and that's fine. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But if 100%. You're so desperate to see us, then there you go.
Yeah, mate. I need to get you in it. I need to get you. You can be my little Jeremy Kyle on Christmas Day. Yeah. That's what I need. Thing is, right, I've got no filter, and and my face. Even if I try my best to like hold something in, my face does otherwise.
Yeah.
So I'm really. I can't lie. I can't. So when they can tell if I'm being like, yeah, you're pissing me off now. I wish I could just be like happy for everyone, but my body language is just takes over.
Oh, but the thing is, you've got a kid now, so it's kind of like that's kind of what Christmas is about, really. It's
100%
making it special for them. It's not about keeping other people happy.
No, well, kind of. Like I've taught them how to get beers at the fridge, so it's perfect. It's going to be a really good Christmas for me.
Yes, child slave labour. Yes.
You say that. I say to him, do you think the fucking elves get paid? No, they don't. They work all year round. Get me a fucking beer. You little elf.
I feel sad for the elves. When they
felt like Santa
when they graduated elf college, they were there trying to make the wooden trains with the wheels that just attach on. Nowadays, they're having to do iPads and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That is slave labour. They got smart quick. What's your favourite Christmas movie? I think we've discussed this, didn't we? You said Die Hard.
It's Jingle All the Way.
Oh, Jingle All the Way. I think we said Die Hard last year. But...
Right, okay, so we've differed on this, but Jingle All the Way's up there. Die Hard. People say it's not a Christmas movie. Sorry, it is.
Yeah.
I think even Bruce Willis said... Yeah, but he's wrong. Sorry, what does
Plus, he's a bit special now, isn't he? So,
yeah. And Home Alone's up there as well, to be honest. Not because I actually think it's a good film. It's more the nostalgia thing for Home Alone, I think.
Yeah. So we can't really watch proper Christmas movies until Ted's gone to bed, and it just feels a bit weird then. He loves animated stuff, so we've watched all the animated Christmas movies probably twice now. We've kind of watched I'm not sure if you've seen it, but I love Anna Kendrick because she is just. But have you seen Noel?
So you like Pitch
Noel?
Perfect? No.
No? Noel is on Disney Plus. Watch it. It's quite a good it makes you sort of what's the word? What's the word? Happy feeling movie.
Happy feeling.
You know what I'm on
Happy?
about. I'm a pint and a half into Bailey's now.
It makes you happy.
Makes you happy, basically, yeah. It makes you happy, mate. So we watched half of that until he realised it's not animated. Same with Elf. When things got real, when Elf realised he wasn't an elf, that got real quick, and then Ted was like, I'm not interested in this anymore.
No, I'm out. Yeah.
But every year on my birthday, for the last fuck knows how long, we watched The Holiday, and it's a bit of a chick flick. And this time of the year, men can get away with watching a bit of a chick flick. The Holiday with Jack Black and Cameron Diaz. No? Where
I'm not sure I know that.
Two women swap houses, basically, and then they turn it into a chick flick.
Okay.
One's in America, one's in... I realised, actually, they're all in America, because it was filmed in America, but one was in the Cotswolds. Have you not seen it, mate? It's an absolute legendary movie.
Maybe I have.
I'm going to send you a link.
Out. Yeah.
But that's one of my favourite Christmas movies. Like the good feeling sort of Christmas movie, that is.
What's it on?
I don't know, mate. Anything. Probably on Netflix. You've got them all as well. Have you got them all like I do? You got Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, you try Prime Video. If it's not on that, you try Sky Movies. And if it's not on that, you buy it.
Disney Plus and Amazon.
That's it, yeah.
I kind of draw the line there because I think if I go through 3 streaming services and can't find something to watch, I'm the problem, Well,
normally it's on Sky Movies, to be honest. Sky Movies is still quite a good one. Do you have that as well or not?
We got rid of a lot of Sky stuff just because we just weren't watching it. There's so many things on and you only have so much time,
Yeah, we have to renew ours soon. I'm thinking about just fucking it off.
It's very expensive as well. It's just getting extortionate.
Well, for us, it's if you go for a Virgin Media package, our internet would have cost £50 a month anyway. So we're not really paying that much more for all of those channels. It's just whether you order. Yeah,
I kind of resent it because I know it's the same for streaming services and all the rest of it. But essentially, all they do, you've already got the service there. They're just like pressing a button to go, and now you have access.
Yeah.
It's just.
But they've got to pay for the licensing to have it as well. I know what you mean. I've got some really weird shit on this list. Have we gone? Oh my gosh, shit! We're approaching an hour now. Fuck.
Oh, cat, get up.
These chats go so quick, don't they? A bit like this.
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Right, when I'm question.
Enjoy that view.
Yeah, fucking hell. Pussy
Just a
patrol.
cat tail over.
I
mean, since
what would you
Christmas,
rather do? Talking of family, what would you rather do? Would you rather have 12 days with all of your family?
Yeah.
Or 12 days of hit?
12 days of hits, as in high intensity training.
Yep. I love how you're really putting that over. That's like, because we all hate hit, don't we?
I don't know. Well, like 12 whole days of hit, or like 12 sessions? Because I'll take the 12 sessions any day.
12 like 1 hour sessions, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll take that any day. Yeah, fine. Just because I feel like 12 days.
I'm hoping your family don't listen to this now.
No, they won't. Again, love my family, but we would end up arguing. That's just the simple truth of it.
I can't see them for more than 2 days.
Yeah. Gingy, you're so stubborn.
What's his name? Her name?
Nova.
Oh.
If you like
I
ASMR,
heard her purr through the microphone then.
Yeah. You're purring.
Good. Try and do it. Try and get her to purr right into the mic. That'll be so fun. That'll be part of the new intro.
Can you purr?
Can you purr? Have you trained her? You have to
She's put her head up.
This is intense. For the listeners, I can't even see what we're doing. No, I'm not. I think the cat's like, what the hell is this muff in front of me?
No. Nothing.
I think she did almost anyway earlier. That was funny. What? Oh, yeah. One thing, because I was putting onto the ChatGPT, I'm like, how can we make a Christmas special with like a little sort of flip of like fitness? Because we kind of forget this is a fitness podcast, right? So we'll end it on this. There's a couple of things, but we'll end it on this. Because people have been talking to me about, like, I think you actually brought this up a couple of years ago with how people kind of, they're too strict on Christmas Day. When the people that are really strict all year round, and they still treat Christmas Day like, oh, I shouldn't eat too many calories, right? Yep. And the way that I've been talking to my clients, because they've kind of jumped on that boat as well, of like, they kind of got addicted to being healthy and portion controlling and all that lot.
Yeah.
And they kind of also, I know that people are scared of getting out of a habit, fully aware of that. But I said, right, if because Santa's a fat cunt, right?
Fucking hell.
Santa's fat.
Where that was going.
Sorry. Santa's fat, right? But one day of the year, he does more exercise than any fucker. He visits every single property in the world in one day, and that doesn't touch it. Like, he's still fat afterwards. If you've worked out extremely hard all year and you're skinny, and you're not skinny, but you look the part and you're happy with your weight, eating a load of shit for one day isn't going to change anything. Nope. I know Santa's a mythical creature, but the standing still go.
There is a thing where people do these 10,000 calorie challenges and stuff like this in one day, which, by the way, we should do.
10,000 calories.
Yeah,
mate, that's not a challenge.
Yeah, it's
Look
pretty
at me.
easy.
Look at me. I'm drinking Baileys by the pint. I'm pretty sure one of these Baileys is going to be at least 1,000.
Again, the rule for that challenge, you can't drink the calories, right? Otherwise, it'll just be over in like an hour. Yeah, you have to eat it. Doesn't all have to be healthy, but you have to eat the calories.
Yeah.
But the logic is, people do 10,000 calories, and just based on how your intestines work, you can't absorb like anywhere close to the total amount of food, which is why the day 100%. After you're going to have problems, And equally, if you're used to eating healthy all the time, the next day you're gonna your stomach's probably going to be a little bit ropey and all the rest of it. But carry on, hair of the dog, get more drinking, and do the same on Boxing Day, because it's Christmas once a year. Stop being a fanny, just enjoy yourself.
Stop being a fanny.
Deal with the results afterwards. Like, let's say From Christmas Day, you really go in for that whole week through to, or 12 days, whatever it is, through to New Year. You really go in on the calories and your weight spikes up and all the rest of it. Okay, cool. A lot of it's going to be water retention because of salt and carbs and blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Give it 2-3 weeks and it will come back off. As long as you can slot straight back into what you're doing before.
Amen. The thing is, what my issue is, I treat every day like that, but yeah. Anyway, that's it, really. That's my whole list done. But we are an hour now into it. And I think...
I know, it goes, doesn't it?
It goes really fucking quick.
Yep.
Anyway, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, I've talked about...
How much drink have you got left
being cancelled specifically because of a wind. Huh?
Where's your drink? Have you drunk any of it yet?
It's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Why have I not seen you drinking? Oh.
No, dude. It's subtle.
We're going to drink on Saturday.
Oh, I don't know. I might go G&T, depending on how people are feeling. When I start, I tend to like getting other people quite drunk as well. So I might start harassing people into doing Jaeger bombs and stuff like that. And
just do what happened to you. Just get a vodka in their drinks.
Yeah, I could do. I'm not. Well, it's fine if you're in the police, I think, but otherwise it's a little bit
It's fine
sketchy.
if you're in the police. It's fine if you're trying to set a standard, but otherwise, it's.
Right. I don't know. It might be G&Ts, might be ciders, might be. I don't know.
You're not a lager man, are you?
Baby Guinness, huh?
You're not a lager man, are you?
No, I hate beer. I don't like beer at all.
Beer makes me sleepy, but sometimes I'm in the mood for it.
Yeah, I like girly drinks, to be honest. But then I don't really understand why they're then called girly drinks.
Well, you just
they're drinks that taste nice. I like things that taste nice, right? Lager or bitter, it's literally in the fucking name. It tastes like shit.
It just depends what your taste buds are like, though, isn't it? But my parents don't like anything like they used to like before. They've had I'm not sure what it's called, but they've had like a sort of stomach staple thing a couple of years ago, and now they can't even eat sweets or chocolate. It's mental. It makes them gag. They hate the taste of it, and it's just like it's funny how those sort of things, like those little changes of your sort of internal sort of organs, and all of a sudden,
body saying we can't process this many calories anymore. Fucking stop it.
Well, it's just the taste, isn't it? The tasting of things. Like, to be fair, when I was a kid, I used to hate cheese. Like, honestly, cheese would be... Ugh. But now, mate, give me some cheese and I'll gobble.
I need to do the same thing with coffee. I need to, wean myself onto coffee.
Yeah. Especially for you. You save money on pre-workout, I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The time has come.
Guys, thank you for listening, and Merry fucking Christmas. I'm not really sure when this episode is going to be going out, but whenever you're listening to it, hopefully it's before Christmas. Merry Christmas. If it's after Christmas, then
hope you ate a lot.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, hope you ate a lot, and save this episode for 360 days. And,
it'll still be good next year. It's fine.
It'll be still, it's all topical shit, mate. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't age, do we? Right. Yes. And I'll see you Saturday, Mike.
I'll see you then.
I might be fashionably late. And
I'll be there from
drunk Mike.
7-ish. Oh, that'll be an event. Yeah. If you turn up sober to this, questionable.
Yeah.
I don't think many people I'm fine. Like, you won't notice any difference, and then suddenly it's
What time are you planning on? What time's it till?
I don't know.
Just 7 onwards. 7 till 8.
Yeah, till shut. I don't know.
Lock in.
We'll find out.
Right. Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye bye.